The purpose of a field study is to get you working in real life, as you can develop a sense of space rather than just a sense of place. And by getting a first-hand experience on what goes on in various places and how our globalized world affects different types of businesses. One term that you might need to know beforehand is globalization. Globalization is the interaction among people, businesses, and governments driven by trade and investment on a global scale. So basically, it is the flow of money, labor, goods, and ideas that travel faster and cheaper throughout the world. Through this field study, we discovered how downtown Libertyville and Vernon Hills River Tree Court have effect on their space for their businesses to strive. Therefore, we can compare and contrast these two totally different areas and figure out why they were located where they are today.
The main street, Milwaukee Avenue, leads to the River Tree Court that has 2 lanes going in each direction, and in total 4 lanes in each intersection, plus another lane to turn into the plaza. Entering the plaza, there are 2 lanes on each side to enter and leave, which allows organized traveling into the plaza so that there is less congestion.
Because River Tree Court has one main road that leads to it, the drivers can see the shops that are around while they are driving. Also, parking is located right in front of each of the shops, allowing consumers to park their cars and walk around to the various stores since the stores are so close to each other. All these things allows convenience for the shoppers, and therefore this is why we think the River Tree Court is located where it is. Continuing on North Milwaukee Avenue in downtown Libertyville, there are 2 lanes going in each direction and a separate lane designated for parking on each side of the road. Since there aren't many intersections, the road is less congested and has a free flow of traffic. Having the parking right in front of the shoppers once again allows convenience for shoppers since they could just walk around to the stores after they park.
All stores and shops are aligned right next to each other, with the majority facing Milwaukee Avenue. Stores are more visible to drivers, causing them to potentially become shoppers. This is convenient to the stores since they will now have more customers, and having more customers means more profits. Also, the availability of a train and bus makes these stores easily accessible to others who don't own a car or coming in from further places. This is why we believe that downtown Libertyville is located where it is. In the River Tree Court, the main purpose of the plaza is to provide convenience for the customers. The shoppers know what the stores sell because these stores can be found all over the United States. For example, if I need a new TV, I would go to the River Tree Court park near the entrance to Best Buy and purchase the TV. I wouldn't spend time browsing the stores around the area because I know what the stores sell since they are globally known and won't necessarily need to buy those products.
It is evident that the purpose of this area serves as a meeting place and a social environment. With different events that go on in the downtown area, many people come together and establish a community. A majority of the stores are locally known boutiques and couldn't be found anywhere else, which makes this area more different than an average plaza. People are more likely to spend a great amount of time at this location because they aren't aware of what every store offers, so it causes them to stay and browse longer. The pattern for the site is arranged in an L shape, where all stores and restaurants are right next to each other with one big store in the back, which is Gordman's. This makes it very walkable and accessible for shoppers. Also, in front of restaurants and near the front of some stores, there are chairs and tables or benches. These are very useful for anyone who needs to take a break or wanted to eat outside. Even the architecture on the stores are displayed in a different way, which shows the shoppers that this area is unique. One smart thing this plaza has done was creating a sign with all the stores and showing where they are located using arrows. This allows drivers or shoppers to know not only what stores are in the plaza, but where they are. Once again, all these different design techniques creates convenience, which is a key factor for attracting shoppers to the site.
Most globally known stores, which are stores that can be found all over the country and possibly the world, have a bigger floor space since they have more money. Also, they might have more products and need to buy a bigger space. So, having a big store doesn't always mean it's globally known. Therefore, smaller stores such as Sally's Beauty Store does work for them since they don't have that many products and they don't have a lot of space, but they're a globally known store. Adding on, the physical conditions of the space is very nice, which is another factor that attracts shoppers to shop there.
In downtown Libertyville, there are more local stores that you won't find anywhere else. These stores are located right near houses, so people who live in those houses or nearby can easily become shoppers. Since there aren't many intersections to turn into different streets, and this site lays right along a main road, it isn't dangerous for people to walk around from store to store. Also, the stores are right next to each other, which creates more space for the drivers passing by and less walking for the shoppers. Therefore, this way of designing this area makes more convenience for the shoppers and allows a safer environment for shopping.
In downtown Libertyville, there are many open fields for events to occur year-round.
Going deeper into downtown Libertyville, the stores are right next to each other, maximizing the amount of space. Therefore, more shops can be created since there is more space and all the stores are along one main road.
What is the Lexus when talking about globalization? I mean, I own a Lexus, but, what's the difference?
First of all, globalization is the interaction among people, businesses, and governments driven by trade and investment on a global scale, meaning worldwide. So the Lexus is basically it's just like a term that is used to show how humans want to succeed or need to succeed through modernization and through technology. And so when you talk about your Lexus car, that could be an example of the Lexus actually, because it's a new modern type of car that many people are wanting and needing.
Oh.
I understand the Lexus, but the other day my mom was planting this olive tree that is really weird because it's the middle of winter now. Anyways, I get that, the physical thing, but what does it mean in contrast to the Lexus? I heard about it in geography class and I'm so confused. So can you please explain that to me?
Of course I can, Katie. Well, the olive tree is more of the human's need to belong and the sense of place, the sense of history. It's what makes a person unique, like culture. Like an actual olive tree, the olive tree has roots, which is a person's history or upbringing. So the need to keep culture in and feel unique and special. It's a source of human identity. The olive tree wants to keep their culture in, whereas the Lexus is more into modernization, and they want new ideas and innovations.
We believe that some of the goals is to create convenience for the consumer. The way the plaza is arranged makes the consumer aware of what is around them. Therefore, they can easily get to wherever they need to get. Also, with restaurants in place and the seating outside, it creates a friendly and inviting environment. Vernon Hills is very successful in their goals due to all these criteria.
Besides trying to make money, Libertyville tries to keep the historical aspect of its city in the downtown area. This is evident throughout the different building, landscape, and architecture. Similar to the purpose in Libertyville, downtown Libertyville's goal is to create a common gathering place. People could not only shop, but enjoy the area around them. Libertyville is successful in their goals.
In conclusion, we found various differences between downtown Libertyville and River Tree Court, Vernon Hills. Throughout our field study, it was evident that both places wanted convenience for their customers, but the way these two areas are displayed give a different experience to their customers. By River Tree Court being a plaza, it wants its customers to feel welcome, but it is also using its space to attract more customers to make more money. While in contrast, downtown Libertyville is a more isolated area where only people within Libertyville will most likely come. These people want to feel a sense of community but also have a fun time through the different events and types of businesses utilized in this space.